Hi guys, Scotty Games here again. So it's episode 6 of the TNA save here on Total Extreme Wrestling. Wow, episode 6 Fucking hell, can't believe it, man. So the last show got a 42 rating. Uh, so as I always say in the videos, watch the previous video to see what happened. Um, so yeah, 42. Before that it was a 45, before that was a 37, and before that was a 44. So we're kind of going up and down here, aren't we? So yeah, not too good. So the date is January the 2nd, which is today, funnily enough. It's fucking mental, man. That's got to be some kind of hoodoo. So I was looking at this. So it's the 2nd of January, so obviously the next pay-per-view is hard to call. So I think we've got another Impact after this Impact. So I've already made some matches in my head. Obviously, I'm going to have Moose versus Dolph Ziggler, fuck's sake. Nick Nemeth, whatever he's called. Is it Nick Nemeth? Is it Meth or Met? I don't know, sorry. I don't watch TNA. So I've got that in mind. And obviously, there's a few, if you watch the show, there's a few other matches, already been arranged. Eddie Edwards will be facing Eric Young and stuff like that, and what have you. So yeah, that'll all get. I've not filled it in here, but it will get done. Don't worry. So let's just go to the next show. So this is the next TNA Impact show. So let's do it, man. Wish me luck, because I'm gonna need it. So the first match is a pre-show match, and it's PCO defeated Looking Sharp by pinfall with a senton bomb. Looking Sharp's actually good, man. He really is, but I got a 40. Just a pre-show match, so nothing to worry about. We have another pre-show match. Low Key defeated Con by submission with a dragon clutch. It was designed to tell a story, but as I said on the last few videos, for some reason they have I have to, make a match with based on storytelling. I don't know why, so I basically just put it on the the fucking hangway pre-show. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you're all having a good New Year, and I wish you a good New Year for the rest of the year. I'm currently watching WrestleMania 7, because Netflix have put on all the WWE stuff, which is fucking brilliant, man. It's all the pay-per-views and stuff. Anyway, never mind. Right, so I got a 38 rating. So then we have Mark Haskins, who I've just brought in for a wee while. He was facing Frankie Kazarian, and Kazarian defeated him. And I also have Vicky Haskins as Mark's manager. So Mark Haskins is actually really good. I don't know if you're familiar with his work, but he's an English wrestler, and he's really good, by the way. I don't know why he's not been signed up for a bigger company. I got a 49 rating. So let's go on to the main show. And obviously it starts with Dario Cueto as usual. So the show starts with Dario Cueto standing in his office. Dario says, "My believers, I would like to inform you all, due to the actions of Moose last week when he brutally attacked our champion Nick Nemeth, I can confirm that Moose has been awarded a title shot at Hard to Call. I can also confirm that Nick Nemeth has suffered serious injuries because he is a fighting champion, he will still be able to compete." Dario says this very smugly, and he's sarcastic like. And he says, "I have decided tonight to give Nick Nemeth the night off. Enjoy the show, believers." So obviously Moose totally destroyed fucking Nick Nemeth last week, didn't he? Putting him through tables and shit, man. And I got a 49 rating. So he enjoyed having the freedom to go off script as well. So, the second... we go to the announce booth. The announcers talk about how they can't believe what they have just heard from Dario Cueto. They talk about how they feel that Nick Nemeth has been treated unfairly and that Moose's attack was totally unjustified. Both of them done well, and 43. So let's go to the first match. So a decent match. Steve Macklin defeated Eric Young in a hardcore match by submission after interference from Eddie Edwards. Steve Macklin makes defence number 2 of the TNA Brutality title. That is such a fucking shitty name, isn't it? I couldn't think anything else. I wanted to call it the Ultra Violence title, but of course that would be copying GCW. But anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? Anything's better than the fucking shitty digital media name. So yeah, basically Eddie Edwards came in and just cost Eric Young the match, basically. So yeah, it gained heat their storyline, that's good, and it got the crowd hotter. Brilliant. After it, Eddie Edwards approaches Alicia Edwards. We hear Eddie say please come back to me and that he is sorry about his behaviour recently. Alicia looks like she is walking towards him when she is suddenly grabbed by Eric Young. Eric and Alicia both run away. Eddie starts smashing his bat off the steel steps in anger. Lost heat that time. I got a 20. Excuse me. So then we go backstage when SoCal Val is backstage with Mystico. She said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here by the TNA X Division Champion Mystico. Mystico, you have been very impressive since joining TNA and are so far undefeated. Do you think this winning streak can continue? Mystico just nods his head. Then she says, so are you enjoying life in TNA so far? So then he just shrugs his shoulders, but then Mike Santana then walks into the shot. Santana says, oh come on Val, it's obvious that this fool doesn't speak any damn English, so how about I translate for him? What was the question again? SoCal says, I was just asking if Mystico thinks he can keep his winning streak going. Santana says, well, Mystico says he is enjoying his current lucky streak, but sadly it's going to end tonight when he is beaten by Santana. Santana then laughs and slaps Mystico in the face. Ooh. Mike Santana used subtle mannerisms to hint at a future heel turn. Oh, he just turned him heel. Fucking hell, man. So, we go to a match where the Hardys defeated ABC. It was decent when Jeff pinned Ace Austin with an extreme combination. The Hardys make defence number 6 in the TNA World Tag Team titles. Jeff Hardy carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. My God, I can't believe I've had them in 6 shows and they've won all 6. They have great chemistry and all that. We all know that. Matt was off his game. So, let's go to the next segment. We are in the office of Dario Cueto with Dario and Moose. Dario says, you look very restless, Moose. You look like you're ready for a fight. Maybe I should put you in a little tune-up match tonight. Moose says, you damn right. I'm ready to break some bones. Dario says, who can I choose as your opponent? I have an idea. How about you? Cueto then turns round and points to the corner of the room where we see Ryan the Meth still tied up. Moose says, that's a great idea. Dario says, good luck to both you gentlemen. So it's going to be Moose versus Ryan the Meth and Nick's brother. Got a 26. So then, the decent match. Mystico defeated Mike Santana by submission with a La Mystica. I need to make him... Is his name Mystico or Mystico? Fucking hell, I need to make my mind up. He makes defence number 3 of the TNA X Division title. And I got a 50. Mystico's really good, actually. He's having some good matches. So then, the scene is in a dark room. We then see Gangrel and Sammy Callahan. We see bones and other voodoo items lying on the floor in a circle. This is cringy, man. Both men kneel on the floor. I need to learn how to read. Can't even read my own fucking typing. So Gangrel says, man of 1,000 deaths, I command you to appear before us. Gangrel continues to speak in a whole different language, like Latin or something. Like, if you ever watched Supernatural, you'll know what I'm talking about. He then cuts himself as the blood drips into a glass. Gangrel says, appear before us. Black smoke then appears, and suddenly it becomes very windy. We then see Mil Muertes appear. Gangrel laughs evilly. So, looks like Gangrel's going to be in control of Mil Muertes. And he was very poor when trying to improvise. That's probably because he can't speak Latin, man. he's just fucking making it up as he goes along. I got a 26. So then we have a match with decent wrestling, but little heat. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated the Laredo Kid by pinfall with a European clutch. I'm actually glad that Zack Sabre Jr. and Jim Cornette are a good pairing. So I got a 59 rating. That's a good match actually. That's good, very good rating. I'm very happy with that one. I think that's been the best match so far. The whole fucking save. Jeez, oh, just shows how bad I am at this game. Then we have another match. Joe Henry defeats AJ Francis. The colour commentary match gave it a boost and it got a 39. So after the match, the Three Lions run down to the ring and beat down Joe Henry. Whilst this is happening, Jim Cornette takes a microphone. Ha ha! Still not found any partners, Joe? It sure as hell doesn't look like it. Get 'em, boys. Excuse me. The Three Lions continue to beat down Henry when we see Josh Alexander and Jonathan Gresham run down to make the save. Cornette runs out the ring in a panic. Well, it looks like Joe Henry's found two partners. I got a 38 and it lost heat. Damn it, the storyline. So that match will take place at Hard to Kill. It'll be a 6-man tag match. So then a poor match. Masha Slamovich defeated Evilise by submission. And she makes defence number 4 in the TNA Knockouts World title. Masha was off her game. So, next segment. After the match, the big screen comes on. I really want to call it a Titantron, but it's not a Titantron, is it? I don't even know if TNA have got a big screen, but it doesn't matter, they have now. So we see a video playing saying the words, "She's back," with the date of the Hard to Kill pay-per-view below it. Masha just looks on. So who's back? Who's coming back at Hard to Kill? That's the question. So we see Hammerstone backstage and is suddenly attacked by the major players. Cardona says, "You think this is over? I'm going to kick your ass tonight." Now I'm going to be controversial here, but I really don't like Matt Cardona much. Zack Ryder, I really don't. I don't know why. I know he's kind of a big deal, but I don't know what it is. I'm not too keen on him. I don't know what to do with him. I got a 41 anyway. So, the decent match. Hammerstone defeated Matt Cardona by pinfall with a nightmare pendulum. I got a 46. Crowd are very hot still. That's good. I need to turn on the air conditioning. So, next segment. Ashby Elegance is backstage doing her hair. She walks into the corridor when she sees the personal concierge lying on the floor. Oh my god! Who did this? Help! So what I done was I actually put her as dramatic acting. I just wanted to split the two up. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, man. I never watched TNA. So I'm just gonna. He's basically just gonna get fired or released or whatever. Terminated. Best of luck on your future endeavours. 17 rating. So we had another match. Dragon Azteca Jr. defeated Alan Angels by pinfall with a 450 splash. Pretty decent, 46. Crowd are still very hot, that's good. So, the Hardys are backstage. Jeff says, "Man, did you see that shit with Gangrel and Callahan?" Matt says, "Listen, we have to take this seriously. We have known Gangrel a long time, so we know exactly what he is capable of." Hey dude, it's nothing we can't handle. Jeff suddenly starts holding his stomach in pain. He falls to the ground, still clutching his stomach. Matt says, Jeff, what's wrong, man? Jeff." The camera changes where we see a close-up of Mil Muertes. We hear Gangrel and Sammy Callahan both laughing in the background. So it looks like fucking Mil Muertes has made some kind of voodoo spell to fucking... It's so childish, man. But that's how I like wrestling. I like wrestling being goofy and funny. I like to have a mix. Because I was a big fan of Lucha Underground. So this is the kind of shit that would happen in Lucha Underground. It was fucking brilliant, man. So I got a 49. It gained heat. So fuck yous, get it up yous. Next segment. So it's the main event. A terrible match. Yeah, I thought it would have been. Moose defeated Ryan Nemeth by pinfall with a game breaker. It was basically a squash match. I put it to be dominant. You know, Moose to be basically a domination match. Ryan Nemeth didn't really get much offense in. Cueto did some good work at ringside. So yeah, both of them were off their game. That's okay. 37. So after the match, Moose starts toying with Ryan the Meth. He pushes him around, but then Moose gets more serious. He snaps. Dario hands Moose a steel chair and he smacks Ryan the Meth on the head with it. He then grabs he then grabs a table from the outside and sets it up in the ring. Dario then lights the table. Moose puts Ryan the Meth through a flaming table. Dario is seen laughing. He loves the violence, man. But suddenly we see Nick Nemeth run into the ring, coming through the crowd. He is struggling to get to the ring as he is still in pain from the brutal attack from Moose last week. Moose then smacks Nick with the chair. The show ends with both Nemeth brothers lying side by side. And I got a 29. Oh man, this show's gonna suck, bro. So Lost Heat, finish show 43. Well, it did increase our popularity in 32 regions. I can't complain. I just can't seem to get over a fucking 50. Or a 50. So that is the show finished. And it was held in Nashville, Tennessee. Right, so here we go. I had to pause it there for a minute. So Nick Nemeth is fully fit now, which is good. But he's not fully fit in the save, like in the storyline mode. Also, Joe Henry and Trey Miguel are both gone from NXT. Well, so Ann Wentz are all gone from the NXT. Grado's injured with a dislocated knee. So the viewing figures this week was 0.22, 22. And last week it was the same. 189 to... Oh, so we got 100 and odd new more fucking viewers. That's good, man. Happy with that. So let's see what the... Oh, WWE have got a new broadcasting deal. They've got numerous new broadcasting fucking deals, man. Yoshiaki Yatsu is going to retire. TNA Impact Report. The show was pretty good overall. Decent. Raven Demotion. Any other big news? Savio Vega is retiring. That's about it really. The rest of it's all shite. Danhausen is re-signing with VAW. Yeah. Anyway, never mind. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in episode 7, which will be another Impact show. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, I'm sorry. Give me some suggestions on what I should do. I would like some suggestions because I don't know if I'm playing this game properly. I hope you're all enjoying it anyway. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, man.